record on the computer. Good afternoon. I'm Ron Furlong, and we're here with Bill Archer, one of the 4 candidates in the 2023 by-election for the position of councillor for the town of Amherst. Just to give you a sense of how this will play out, Mr. Archer will have the opportunity to speak for 5 minutes, introducing himself and his platform. Following that, we move to the questions, which have been shared with all of the candidates as of Friday evening. The 10 questions provided to the candidates have been chosen from 3 sources: from those submitted by the public during previous Meet the Candidates events, have been prepared by the Chamber of Commerce, or have been submitted by the candidates themselves. Each candidate will be asked a total of 4 of these 10 questions, and the specific questions in the order of asking has been drawn at random. They'll have 2 minutes to answer each question. Following the questions, they'll have 3 minutes to provide their closing comments for the interview. Now, having the small print out of the way, let's hear from Mr. Archer. Thank you for joining us. I'm going to turn the floor over to you to give us some sense of what this election is about for you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Bill Archer, and as Ron had just alluded to, I'm one of your candidates for the upcoming town council election. I'd first like to take a minute to thank Ron and the Chamber, CFTA, and the other candidates for actually taking the time and effort to step up running this election. I am a Amherstonian of 16 years now, when my family and I decided to move here. I have two lovely grandchildren and 3 children currently. And the reasons I'm running, from my discussions with people, are on 3 main key points. One is having a plan for responsible growth within our community, which would entail reviewing the land use bylaws to make sure that they suit our needs to protect our heritage and history, while also promoting and making growth possible in an organized manner. Holding the line on taxes. I'd love to say I could cut taxes, but unfortunately, with our town's current condition, holding the line at least will give stability to both businesses and the people of the town. And the third reason I'm running is for the people of this town. There's always been this impression that their voices aren't heard, or they feel that their choices aren't a reflection of what they actually want for the town. So I want to push for more community involvement in the big decisions that are going to help to shape this town for today and for the future. I'm here to help to work for solutions that'll help us move into the next phase of the town with its growth and its population. So hopefully before February 11th, you can make your choice and select me as your candidate. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. The first question that I have for you is: local businesses report that as our population ages, many skilled workers are retiring. What do you see as the role of town of Amherst in supporting our local businesses in finding skills workers to replace those lost?
Well, one of the key things with that, it comes into, it branches over into provincial jurisdiction with education, which I think the town could work closely with our local MLA, as well as working with our local NSCC campus, to try to ensure that we're providing the courses and the skills training for the necessary tools to provide the businesses with the population they need. With that being said, with the responsible growth strategy, we should be able to attract those people in the skilled trades that are needed to help maintain and build these businesses and make them successful. Thank you.
Question 2. What do you see as needing the attention of the town of Amherst? And if elected to council, how would you take that on?
Well, what I see is going back to my main three points, which responsible growth. I mean, we've got a development proposal right now that is in the middle of what's unofficially our heritage area. So we need to review and modify our land use bylaws to reflect the combination of honoring our history and our heritage, and using that as to help leverage businesses and growth in this town, while also providing the population density needed for our downtown core and affordable housing for many in our town who are struggling to make ends meet currently. I also believe that the taxes need to be held in line. They are fairly high comparatively right now, but with our shrinking population, we are unable to do anything about those. And like I say, we just need the people to feel that they're being heard and they're involved in this town and helping to drive change to make us better for now and into the future. Thank you.
Thank you. With all levels of appropriate housing throughout North America being in short supply, what do you see as the opportunities for the town of Amherst to address that need locally?
Well, thank you. I think that's a really good question. I believe that we are in a unique position right now where we are going to currently be starting a review of our land use bylaws, that we can allocate the proper land and resources to have the density and housing that will be necessary for the short term for our immediate needs and for the future with the growth and expansion that I would like to see our town have. We have plenty of great spaces such as right where the old Dooley's used to be that burnt down years ago that would be perfect for housing density and affordable apartments with new storefronts. We have plenty of other spaces in and around town that are vacant lots that we could utilize to bring these apartment buildings and the people to the town.
Thank you. Last question. Since the start of the pandemic, our area has experienced a large influx of families and couples moving to Amherst. What is the role of the town of Amherst in encouraging these newcomers to stay and make Amherst their permanent home?
With the town's responsibility in that, we have to be able to, one, attract the people, which they have been coming as you've said. However, we have to have the environment and the things in place that make people want to stay once they're here. I've lived here 16 years, and generally it's been, I'd say, a 1 to 2 year average for most families when they come. They come, they stay for a while, they don't find that they have what they need, which is good paying jobs and access to doctors and various other things that are, while provincial, the town could help with. So I believe that we need to work together with all our levels of government when we go for our growth to not only supply what these people need, but give them what they need to be successful in the town, which in the long run will help the town itself. Thank you.
Thank you. That's the end of the formal questions that I have for you. You've got 3 minutes to tell us what you would like to make sure we know.
Okay, thank you. Again, before I finish off here, I'd like to thank Ron and the Chamber and CFTA and the candidates for taking the time today to do this. I really believe that since I moved here 16 years ago, that there's so much potential in this town with its unique geographical location, fairly close to three major capitals and another major town being St. John. I believe that our access to the rail to get us to the port and both main ports in North America or main centers in North America, such as Chicago, is a vital asset. We have access to renewable energy and natural gas, and we are uniquely situated that we could be so much more than we are. And I believe we can see growth if we work together as a team to help build and shape this town in the way that we can see it. There's plenty of things that this town should be proud of, and I think we can work together to make it even better. Thank you for the time, and please get out and vote.
Well, thank you very much for participating in this and for stepping up to participate in the by-election.
Thank you very much for taking the time to allow me to stand on my stump here with you today.
All right. Well, that's going to be it for this, and we'll see what happens on the 11th.
Perfect. Thank you very much. And
Thank
thanks
you
again for taking the time to do this.